Hello and welcome to Vaping Community's YouTube channel. I am Walt the Smiling Ogre, and in this video I'm going to go through the recipe pages. So let's go take a look at that. I'm starting out on the home page of the Vaping Community E-Juice calculator, and I'm going to go up here on the top left and I'm going to click on recipes. And here's our main page. Now, one thing I want to note right away is I am not logged in. You can see where I have the option to log in and or register. I am not at this point in time. There are some features in this system that will work for everybody. And then there are some features here that will only work if you're actually logged on to the system. You're registered and logged on. So moving down, I'm going to go over here to the left, and we have show however many entries. We've got 10 here, so if I go in down here, there's a list of 10 recipes shown. There's just a real simple place you can click, and you can show more per page. So you come down here, now we're showing 25 in a row. So that's just, per your desire, whatever you like. The next thing over here toward the middle is show filters. This is definitely really nice. You can select year and or month. Okay, so I can select only the recipes within 2019, and you see right here in the bottom it updates that, says it's only showing 76 of the 1127 recipes. Then if I want, I can also go in here and add a month, and I can add like October, and okay, now it's only showing 8 recipes, so you can filter that way. Obviously, I'm going to put these two back on all. Okay, you can filter by homogenization period. Okay, I don't feel like making anything that I have to let settle or steep. Okay, for over like 3 days. So I'm going to put in 3, and then I'm going to put in days. So that's going to show me, basically everything that will steep within 3 days. And that's 65 of the 1127 recipes. So put this back to all. I can hide single flavor recipes. If I don't want to look at any single flavor recipes, I just click on that and it'll hide all of those. Okay, that took out, 22 of the recipes, something like that. I can also hide adapted. Okay, what that is all about is when you go in and you find a recipe, now you want to make it to your taste. You want to change some things in it. Okay, and with this, for this to all work, you'd have to be logged on. Okay, but at any rate, so you change everything, and you do that by adapting it. Okay, so you change everything, you modify it, and it will save that adapted recipe. Yeah, and so with this, you can hide those adapted recipes, so you only see the originals if you'd like to do that. By here, you can filter it by the percentage of flavors, total percentage of flavors in the mix. You can see you have some different choices, 0 to 5, 5 to 10, etc., all the way to 20% plus. And then over here, you have recipe profiles, and you can pick multiple of these. Okay, I only want to look at cheesecakes. Well, maybe I want to look at some creams too. Okay, and maybe I want to look at some custards. Now, what this is doing, note, okay, is I'm going to take these two off. Okay, now I've got all the cheesecakes, there are 28 of them. When I click on cream, it takes it down to 13, so it's now showing me only recipes that have cheesecake and cream in the profile. And then I go to the third one, custard. Now it's down to 6, so it's showing me only recipes that have all 3 in that particular profile. So that's how that works, and that helps you limit the number of results you get, helps you drill down and get closer to what you're trying to find. So I'm going to hide the filters. And the next tool we have up here is a search tool, and I'll just type in something, strawberry. And there we go. It's showing everything with strawberry. Now, this actually does search a number of different things. It searches the name of the recipe, the mixologist, and if I remember right, the flavors and the notes. Okay, so you got a number of things that it does search. Now this is not a fuzzy search. So if you start to type in a second name, I don't know what to put in here, Apple. Okay. Okay, you got it's coming up with some things, but if the user happened to put in 2 spaces in between, okay, it will not come up. It has to be an exact match. So there's that to understand. So you might every now and then not come up with the exact results that you had thought you would, just because it has to be an exact match. Now across here we have different headers on the table, so you can sort by any of these headers as well. Okay, right here I'm sorting A to Z. Now every database has a different sort order, and that's built into the database. So this particular one starts with special characters. You can see the pounds in there, the parent dash, then it goes to numbers 1, 2, 3, whatever, and then finally it gets down into A to Z. Okay, so the beginning few might throw you for half a second, but obviously that explains it. Now we'll go the other way, and it's going Z to A, starting with zippies. Okay, now you can do the same thing with a mixologist who actually mixed it. Okay, A to Z and Z to A. Here we can take a look at the numbers of how many people actually have mixed this. Okay, 23 have mixed this one, 17 this one. That's on the high side. From low to high, of course, it starts with 0. How many people have looked at this? Okay, low to high, 0 to whatever. And then high to low, this particular one, 1,014 people have looked at that one. When it was released, okay, dates from low to high and high to low, or from past to present and present to past. Flavors, this one is not really all that useful. I'm just not even going to go into it. You can play with it if you want to. Didn't have a whole lot of luck with that one. Upvotes. Okay, this one is going from 0 on up, and this one's going the opposite direction from the most on down. Now where it really comes in nice is when you use search and, okay, the sorts in conjunction. Looking for something with strawberry. What do we got? Well, let's see, this, that, the other thing. Okay, that's nice. I just wonder, which one is going to be the best. Well, let's see let's check out the upvotes. Okay, well, this has got 6. This has got 4. Okay, that might be interesting. Okay, one of these. How many people have actually looked at it? Oh, wow, 779 looked at this one. Okay, 3, okay. And then how many really actually got down to mixing it? Okay, 23 for this one, 13 for that one. So you can see, simple enough. A number of different ways that you can kind of get an idea, and work through this so you can, find something you want to try. And then, of course, at the bottom of the first page, there are subsequent pages, so you can go page by page through this. Now, drilling into a specific one, I found one that I want to look at. Okay, so at that point in time, okay, I can drill down into that recipe itself. Okay, and start to get a little bit more information on it. Some of it's a little bit repetitive. I can report this page if there's something, that you believe has been stolen or offensive or something. You can report it and let the admins know, and they'll do the right thing in regard to that. Over here you can share it. You can share it by Facebook. You can share it by just copying the link and pasting that someplace. And I guess this is Twitter here. This is a gentleman who actually made the mix. You can visit that gentleman if you're logged on to the forum. Okay, so I click on this. I am logged on to the forum. Okay, so I can go ahead and visit that, and I can go to the forum and see more about him. I can message him, follow him. I can give him a like just in general. These type of things. Now, recipe actions. Okay, if I am logged on to the forum, okay, I can click this and it'll automatically make a thread, okay, with this particular recipe in the header so that I can discuss it with others on the forum. I can print it. Okay, I can adapt it. We'll go into that in a second. I can make a one shot, and I can copy it in two different ways. If I hit this, it'll copy it in HTML to the clipboard, okay, and then I can paste that inside of an HTML document if I care to do that, okay, or I can copy it in text, and again, it'll copy it to the clipboard, and then I can paste it and save it someplace, just in text form rather than, in the form of a PNG or whatever. Okay, I can log on to actually make this recipe, okay, or I can adapt it. Down here, I've got use premix base and use zero nicotine. I don't find these extremely useful, quite frankly. They don't do much to it on the fly. You do better to adapt this. Were my findings. So, and they're very similar in what they accomplish. So, at any rate, over here, you can see all your different flavors that are used. Pretty much anywhere that you see a flavor, you can click on that flavor, and you can log on to the Vaping Community forum and rate it if you like. The average rating of this one is 0.00. Not many people have rated it yet. Okay, it's used in 118 recipes, and it has an average of 3.6%. This is like huge to me. Okay, I'll get a flavor, a new flavor, whatever, I'll taste it. And then I really want to know, how do most people use it in regard to, how much volume, what's percentage. And that's really helpful in starting out a recipe. You can go on here and you can search the forum. It is, I think you have to be logged on to the forum, but you can search it and you can see what people have to say about it. And okay, let me go backwards. And you can click on here, and it'll give you all kinds of places you can buy this. So, isn't that sweet? And down here, if there were any comments, you could see the comments, and you could see the notes down into here. Now, if you do want to adapt it, you can click here. And this takes you into adapt a recipe page, okay, and you can make changes to things. Okay, you don't want 60/40, you want 50/50. Okay, we'll put that in there. Oh God, I don't want that in there. Okay, I just removed that. Oh, I want to add a flavor. Okay, well, I can add whatever flavor I want. Okay, and just add a flavor. Obviously, that's not going to be any good, but you can see where what it does. And then over here, okay, it's giving you everything you need to make that mix right there. Okay, and again, you can go up to the top and you can print it, or you can, save it. You can suggest a flavor here if you're part of the forum. Okay, if you go into here and you can't find the one you want, you can always type in any name you want and it'll appear and you can put the percentage. Okay, but if you wanted to suggest a flavor that is not in the database yet, you can do it there if you're, part of the forum. Okay, you can also create a screenshot. Okay, that's kind of nice because you can go down here and you can download the screenshot now. And when you do that, it comes in the form of a PNG. Okay, and obviously, you can take that PNG, okay, save it down to a file, and you've got it. And that would look like this right here. Save it, print it, whatever you want to do. So there's not a whole lot you can't do with this thing. Now, as far as the original, recipe, you're not hurting that original recipe at all. And because I'm not logged in, I can't save it. So it isn't going to save those changes to the original recipe. Nothing's been hurt, nothing's been altered. We're all good there. I'm going to move back one here. What was it that I wanted to say? Maybe it was, yeah, here's another place where you can go in to adapt. Okay, and obviously that takes you, to the same adapter recipe. And I think another thing I skipped on the first page. Yeah, flavors. There's something else you can do here on all these recipes. I can click on any one of these and I can view, just the flavors. Okay, and that's really kind of nice too. It's a really quick, easy way to say, oh my, what did he use? Am I going to like those flavors? Is that really something, that I'd be interested in? Okay, now let me go over here and log in. And I'm already registered, so I'll agree that I'm going to be good and use it nice and stuff like that there. Okay, and here we got the same kind of things here. Now this is right. You're running low on Sisha Strawberry. It's looking at my my database of my stash, my database of different flavors, and it's telling me that I'm running low already on the Sisha Strawberry. We'll talk about that more in another video. I don't want to, Grubby doesn't want to expand the scope of this one that far. So in here, a couple things I could just mention quickly. You can add, you build something in here, okay, and you don't have these flavors in your stash, you can add them to your stash here, okay, and you can add them to a shopping list, okay, so to buy these things. So anyway, now, one of the things you can do is, as a member, you can actually add comments, okay, to the thing, where before you could just view them. The next thing you can do is you can mix this, okay. So we come up there, and it brings you up into this page, and you got a number of different things you can do here in the bottom. You can update the stash amounts. You can set a homogenization notification. You can add all those flavors just like with the other one. Add them to your stash or to your shopping list. Okay, and of course, here you can make alterations. Okay, and you'll make an adaptation of it, okay? Or you can go up here and do adapt and make an adaptation of it that way. So a number of different things you can do, and you got a little bit different recipe note area that you can put that into, and of course you can save it. Okay, so all these, if you're logged on, and that's, yeah, if you're logged on to the actual calculator, then you can save it and come back, and you can have a stash in there and all kinds of wonderful things. So anyway, that is pretty much an overview, okay, of using the recipe page and the two recipe pages, the one main table, and then the drill down into the recipe itself. And oops, something went wrong. Take me home. There we go. So yeah, there are a number of different things we can look at here in the future. But for now, we'll let that go, and I'll see if I can't get this produced and uploaded onto the site. Talk to you later.